Well, hello everybody, and welcome to our reaction to the game that took place today between Man United and Leicester City. This game was an interesting game. Leicester City showed up some resilience, some willingness to win. On the other hand, Man United struggled to show a strong team, a team that's willing and has the desire to win. However, they managed to win today magically with the with Maguire's header at the end. Anyway, the game ended up 2-1, winning for the winning team, Man United. Leicester City in this game, to be honest, as I said, they showed some resilience. They were there to win. They were in this game today to show something, to build something. But unfortunately, that thing was taken away from them from a mistake from the referee at the end of the game. I saw Ruud Van Nistelrooy. He talked about his feelings about the game, and he was really upset. You can see it clearly in his face. He's not a guy who's like, he doesn't seem like an aggressive person, but he was like very, and he was not happy with the decision, and he said that this is not a matter of using a VAR or no. This is like it's clearly the guy Maguire was like half meter offside. He said VAR is very useful when it comes to like millimeters challenges, and they agree with him. That was a huge bad mistake from the refereeing team, which going to bring us to talk about the VAR or the VAR. Is it important? Is it necessary? We'll talk about that at the end. But let's talk a little bit about Leicester City. Leicester City, they were trying to build something, I just said, from this game. That's why they showed up with so much energy. They were fighting for the ball. They tried anything. They were able to score. And you can see that because they put so much pressure on Man United, and they were able to steal the ball from the defense or defending area, I would say, of Man United, and they turned the opportunity into a nice goal. And they kept working hard, but Man United was able to come back in the game after Garnacho came in. Garnacho has so much energy, and he showed again today how he's important to Man United. And the idea of trying to sell him was a stupid mistake. Sorry, from the people who manage from the top manage Man United. Anyway, and as I just said before, that Man United was able to steal the win today in extra time with a header from Maguire. This is a terrible game from Man United. I am not really sure what is their problem. Amorim seems to be trying some things today, trying different players in different positions. Mazraoui, of course, always being asked to play in different positions, and generally he performs well in most of the positions he play. Other players, like the new player Doku, I think his name, if I'm not mistaken, he's a lefty, and he was asked to play on the right side, and I think that maybe was a little bit challenging. He was also switched in the second half, which I am not sure what was the reason behind that. Maybe you could put him back in his left side and see what he can provide you there. But he was taken off. That was his first game, I believe, with Man United in this competition. Man United seems to be in a really pickle, in a really confusing situation. Like if I was just thinking about the performance today and the last few performances, they were totally They were totally weird. Like I just don't know what's the problem. Like if you remember I mean, I know what's the problem. They need some players, of course, but I just can't understand how they managed to play very well against Liverpool and Arsenal and beat Arsenal in their home turf, and they are struggling to win in Old Trafford. It's really really confusing. Like I feel like the players have some mental challenge, I guess, some phobia to play in their field, because they seem to have challenges when they play there. They don't seem to be confident, and some of the players today, they were wasting the ball like in a really what can I say? Like somebody who's scared and he just has let the ball go. That's what I feel. Like I think maybe they should not be playing at their home turf. Sounds funny, but maybe it's the truth. And they said in one of the videos before, I think Man United, the players of Man United, when they want to play against any team, they need to imagine their heads that they are playing maybe against Liverpool or Arsenal or one of these big teams, because for some reason they are able to do something with that. They are able to ignite something inside them and do better. But when they play against smaller teams, like medium table teams, they struggle a lot. It's so weird. And yeah, Arsenal today. Sorry, not Arsenal, but Man United today. They did not show much energy at all. I just said before, like it feels like they don't want to be there. Like you are playing for Man United, one of the biggest teams in the world. You need to, I don't know, to work hard. I know like coaches can, come up with tactics and solutions for this and that and plan for this and that. But at the end of the day, you are playing in the field. If things are not working, maybe you try to innovate something, try to do something, like don't just, I don't know what to say. Like it's really, um, I never played in a really big professional team, so I cannot um what can I say? I cannot feel what they feel, right? It's a huge difference. Like just being playing in Old Trafford, like in the midfield there would be crazy. Um, but I guess if you're a professional player, you should be ready for that. I guess before you get there, you have to go through a big, like some experience to get there. So I believe those players have been there and they are there now, but I don't know what is their problem. I If we talk about the coach, actually, before we talk to coach, I want to talk about the captain of Man United. I honestly think Amrumi has to find somebody. You need to find somebody who has good energy, has good leadership in the field to help these players. Because our friend Bruno Fernandez has none of those. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, I think he's not the man for the job. He needs to find a player that can be respected and can be like a positive thing, a motivational character in the team to help this team to keep going. Because I don't think players look at Fernandez as that person. And he said it before. Amarim said in the past in one of his interviews that he's looking for leadership. And yeah, of course, Fernandez and Maguire are one of his options. But I think he needs to find somebody. I don't know. Maybe even like give it to the butcher. Like he's injured now, but or like give it to somebody who has energy. Like I don't know, Garnacho maybe is still young, but somebody who has energy who brings something. Like Garnacho when he came in today, there was so much energy in his side, and he was able to bring in the goal, and he had few opportunities too. So you need, like I can guarantee you, when Garnacho comes in, his teammates feel something different. They feel that something can happen. With Bruno Fernandez, I don't think people feel the same thing. I know from time to time he scores from a shot from far away, but away from that, I remember. I think in last game I can't remember they played against. I can't even remember. Sorry, like he was like he was in an awkward situation giving instructions to his teammates. Like his teammate has the ball and basically he has options, he knows what to do, and he's giving really weird instructions in the middle of the play. I just couldn't. I mean, you give instructions when you are like, I don't know how to explain this. Like say when you get the ball in the bag, for example, or in the middle, and there isn't so much pressure on you, maybe, and you can like try to build the play, right? That's how you go, like, hey, go here, boom, boom, like try to build something. But he was giving instructions in a really awkward situation, and I think the player didn't even listen to him. To be honest, I cannot picture the clear image in my head, but I remember vaguely like what was going on. I think they need to find somebody. I don't know who is this guy, but they need to find someone who has honestly give it to Martinez. I think the butcher, give him the be the leader, because has so much energy, always plays very well. When he comes back, tell him, hey, even though his English maybe is not that great, give him the opportunity. Like it doesn't matter. I don't think Fernandez has the best English. I don't know. If we talk about like I have no like what do you call it? I have no horse in the race with Man United or anything, but I just I just see this endless story like of history repeats itself for few years now, for many years actually, and it keeps repeating in each game. And I think Amr needs to be brave and find a new solution. And the challenging thing is like Bruno maybe is they think he's one of the best players in the team, but he's not performing well, and it's a really difficult situation. Would you like drop him? Like it's hard. I think it's going to be very, very hard. I think it's a very difficult situation. He needs to do something about that. But Amram, I believe he's the right man for the job. The reason for that is he's always honest at the end of each game. And like today, he was asked about the game, and he admits that the performance was terrible. There was no energy from players, and he said he is responsible for what's happening. Of course, he's number one responsible. Then the responsibility, of course, falls under each party after that. He was asked this question. It was a very tricky question from this reporter. I think the reporter who was asking him today he was very smart. He was being very carefully asking, but also smart. He asked him this question. Oh, now you are in this spirit of the cup. Like last year, Man United won the cup, and this year, at least you didn't. You are still in the cup, so there is this spirit of the cup. And Amram was like, this doesn't mean anything to me. Like he was a little bit frustrated. He's like, this doesn't mean anything to me. We have like the final is at the end of the season. I don't care about that. We don't even like. There are other things that he said that he wants to fix. Like the performance is not good. There are so many issues. Like he's not gonna use like winning at a cup or being in a cup final, for example, or moving to the next round is an accomplishment for Man United. And this is something that he needs to be applauded for, because this guy, he's not coming here to like win a random cup or a trophy and try to use it in media, or to use it as an arguing point to defend himself. So I think they have the right guy for the right position, for the right job. Maybe today he was not perfect in his options, but I think they need to stick with him and try to listen to him and trying to find things that would work for Man United. Um, yeah. Let's look quickly at some statistics here. By the way, Man United had no shots on target in the first half. That was ridiculous. I was like, is Man United going to repeat the same story from what was the team yesterday? My God, I have a headache now. I can't even think. That played against Liverpool. Tottenham, they had zero shots on target the whole game. I don't know. Maybe they need to make it a little bit wider. I mean, Son hit the post, but one time. But anyway, let's look at the statistics of this game here. Generally, Man United had 13 shots and 4 on target, and these 4 happened all in the second half after Garnacho came in. Leicester City had 6-3 on target, and position of the ball. Man United has 56%, and Leicester had 44%. And Man United had 6 corners. Leicester City had one corner. So yeah, very average game. I feel bad for Ruud van Nistelrooy. I think like I don't know how to say this. As again, I'm not a really fan of the team, but I liked him. You know, I like the guy. He seems also like a nice guy too, and I liked him as a player. So I was hoping like something gonna happen today, and maybe they can win and whatever. Especially when Man United is not doing well anyway. Like what, one guy at least win. Both coaches, they seem nice. They seem like good people, and they are trying something. They are struggling both in different positions. Maybe Amram maybe has more pressure than Ruud, even though Ruud is in. They might actually go down to the championship, so we don't know. Anyway, this is my reaction to this game today. The the last two games, honestly, this week had really interesting games. Like the Magpies, Newcastle, they battered Arsenal, which was really surprising. Arsenal could not go in the Carabao Cup. The cup. They couldn't go and win and try to reverse what happened in the previous game. That's a different story. Liverpool did what Liverpool does, focused to the point, boom, they run through Tottenham that has been struggling too. And our friends Man United, they kept loyal to their style of play these recent years, up and down, up and down, up and down. Like I don't know if you guys gonna get this this thing I'm gonna say. It's called zucchini scale. You know what a zucchini scale? Zucchini scale. If you know the traditional scale, if you try to measure to see like get a kilogram or 2 kilograms of zucchini, it's a hard thing to do because zucchinis are shaped awkward. Not the nice ones. They look like what can I say? Like now I'm talking about vegetables. It doesn't matter. We're just chatting here. Like I know there are the nicely shaped one like cucumbers and stuff, but there are the awkward ones, like the more and genetically modified, the natural ones, the organic one that they just grow randomly. Those ones is really hard to weight them, like too hard to get like a kilogram or two. You always have to end up with an extra. So it's always going like this. Anyway, so that's what I think about the performance of Man United or the situation of Man United these days. They are not, in a good shape. Well, my friend, I forgot to talk about the VAR situation because for some reason I got excited about talking about the coach Amrum's situation with Man United, and I forgot to talk about the VAR as I mentioned in the beginning. So I'm recording this and I'm gonna add it to the end of the video. So yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so talking about the VAR, a lot of people complain about the VAR. I call it VAR is easy. I know VAR. The VAR is easy to say. I think for me, the VAR is important, especially if we train the VAR. I'm saying VAR now. Referees in the room to be, clear. Communicates properly with the referee in the field. Not like what happened last year in Liverpool's game when they scored and they couldn't communicate very well, and Liverpool ended up losing some points in that game. So funny to remember that actually, because Arsenal has been complaining about the VAR, this and that, because it's not good for them, this and that. And when he was the coach Arteta was asked about the situation of that Liverpool game, he said, things can happen, blah blah blah. So he didn't really, which was a childish comment, I would say, from a coach at that level. You never talk against another team like if you want to win, like listen, if you win by a mistake from a referee or the VAR or whatever, take it. But if you get asked in public in media about like say Liverpool lost or lost dropped points because of the VAR made a mistake, you should back them up. You shouldn't go like, well, these things happen. Then when they happen to you, then no, things don't happen. So that's a childish thing that's maybe Arteta need, not to show in cameras. Again, I have nothing against him, but that's just my comment about him. Going back to the VAR, for me, I agree. I like VAR, the VAR. It is important to have the VAR because it kills the doubt. I was trying to find statistics about. I will try to maybe find them for another video, but to see like how many we got things right and wrong after start using the VAR. And again, guarantee you, the big percentage is going to be right. Like it's ridiculous. Like today, the goal that Maguire scored. That's if the VAR was available, they could have that goal would have been rolled out. So I think, for me, in my opinion, VAR is important. It kills the doubt and also shows who help us sometimes show who deserves to win and who didn't. Because at least today, Leicester City did not deserve to lose within the 90 minutes. At least they should have had chance or the opportunity to go to extra time and fight there and see what's going to happen. You never know, right? So yeah, that's my idea. Is I think people who complain about the VAR have some. They want to benefit when situations like this happen. People like me, I don't like gray. I like black or white. And the VAR, in my opinion, helps with that. Again, with proper training and proper communication between referees, I don't see any issue. And yeah. Anyway, this is what I wanted basically to discuss about the VAR. So if you agree, please share your comment. If you disagree, also please share comments, and we can see what's going to happen with this. I think this is a good. It's a bad thing that's happened to Leicester City, but it is a good example, right, to show what really happens when you don't have the VAR. The VAR is very helpful when it comes to those millimeter thing. Can be annoying sometimes. We're like, is it really? Is there still millimeters? But if it is an offside, it is an offside. But this one was like a half meter. It was like an offside. Like you can see it from from another city. Anyway. So let's hope that the games of this weekend, I'm going to try to watch Liverpool this weekend and see what's going to happen in their game. And I hope you guys like my reactions. Please feel free to comment. Tell me your opinion. What do you think about Man United? What do you think about Amram? Is he the right man for the job? What can I say? What do you think about Leicester and Nistroy? Journey so far. I think they have been losing so much, so I feel bad for them. You can feel like when you watch their games, you can feel they want to do something, they try, but they just can't because of lack of abilities. I would say they are trying to rebuild their team. Yeah. So please comment, and also make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again in the next game. Thank you again and have a nice day. Bye-bye.